Create your own path. This is mine.
In these moments, I didn't know what would come of this journey. I never had a plan for where my camera would take me or a specific route mapped out years ahead. I just documented everything I loved. It wasn't always just the landscapes or animals, it was the people who I met along the way and connected with, and the people willing to join in on what I call fun. And luckily enough, I've been able to create this adventurous lifestyle, take me to places my 10-year-old self would only dream of. Looking back through this old footage made me realize no story, no destination, no photograph, no hike, no road trip, no river, no mountain, no canyon, no national park, no human interaction are the same. We have this one life. Go explore, go on an adventure, go create your own path.
I'm in Colorado. I'm at a trail called Lac Le Monde. There's a lake up above, and right now I'm way off the path and just found the stream bed up to this path over here. I don't even know if you can see it. It's like that path right there. And just been walking through swamp with these unreal views.
My creative story didn't start in Colorado. It began at home in the Chicago suburbs. I first picked up a camera while exploring abandoned buildings with some friends, which then eventually led me going to the city. These photos don't seem like much, but they were building blocks to my years ahead. After college, I had a brief stint in Los Angeles pursuing film production. I just really enjoyed being out west and everything there was to do. I tried vlogging, doing different photo shoots, and meeting as many people as possible. And then it happened, COVID. I made the decision to go back home, and this is that footage.
Alright, something that's making no sense around here. I'm in Laverkin, by the way. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's right next to Zion National Park, and there's no sign of panic whatsoever here. People are just gonna camp out in this hotel, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if they realize that. I feel like the nation's just gonna shut down for the next 2 weeks.
Full of confusion about what was transpiring in the world, I took this time to enjoy the beauty of the West.
About to hit the road, some vitamin C first, and I got my, Red Bull, and I think I have a sandwich left, peanut butter and jelly. Now we're heading to Colorado. Here we go.
Funny enough, that's where the footage ended. I was home, back in the Midwest with family and friends, seeking out the next adventure. I started to take photo and video a little more serious. Trying to find my niche in the industry was something I struggled with. While being stuck at home with little to no travel, a trip was planned that led me to what felt like a whole new beginning. I wasn't just capturing the views. I was documenting my friends and family responding to the views. Looking back, I don't even think I realized it then. All this came very natural. It all felt like this was what I was meant to do. 4 years later, I still talk about how Glacier National Park changed my life. It truly did, because it didn't stop there. With the help of creating films based off of recent travels, it led me to opportunities like these.
Family travel, working for the TV show was one of my greatest memories. Traveling to Ireland, going to Dublin, going to Belfast, going to Poland, going to Krakow, going to everything I've done with the TV show. That was one of the most eye-opening experiences I've ever had in my life when it comes to videography and photography. Got to work with some amazing cinematographers, some great audio technicians, and it was the opening point to what led me to traveling and working for an income. I just never thought it was possible. Never thought it was possible to make a living off of traveling, and that's just a snippet of what my life was like working for the travel TV show.
It was also just fun to be a part of a crew while traveling through these worldly landscapes. Having a team come together from all over the country, working on one main goal, confirmed even more of what I wanted to do.
Working for AO Fishing, I learned the most behind a camera and behind a computer screen. I learned pacing, I learned how to cut, I learned what actually mattered, which was the story, not really these cinematics of it, not worrying about specific lines being said or the perfect camera angle. I was put in situations I never thought I'd be put in, when it came from sleeping on a pontoon boat in the middle of the ocean, or buying boats with him, or going fishing for sharks, or renting out yachts, or going to Belize, or it was endless with him. He took me on adventures I never thought I'd be ever go on, and I want to share my stories, share how I've gotten here. It was my last stop before Colorado. It was tough leaving, such a great opportunity, but I knew deep down there was more out there for me. So this is me leaving Georgia and my journey from Georgia to Colorado. Sometimes you just gotta move things.
And moving is what seemed like the next step. With my Mazda 6 weighted down to the wheels, the 1,500-mile journey began. Not only did I take this solo trip to reflect on the past, but to enjoy the present journey. I was thrilled to be making stops and seeing landscapes I never saw before. From the rolling hills of Tennessee to cities like Memphis and massive lakes of Arkansas. I found so much beauty in a place rarely talked about, and I took that for something. The nights and days were lonely, but perfect time to really enjoy the uniqueness in the buildings and the desolate fields in front of me. It was perfect. It was time to start something new.
Well, as you can see, it's been a wild path up until now. Being behind the camera has brought me there. Now I want to share my experiences because I think that's one of the best ways to learn from other people, and I couldn't fit it all in this video, but it's not just making the money or doing the traveling, it's also the people along the way that you get to meet, and without those people I wouldn't be here today. Those people know who they are. The companies I worked for, the YouTube channel, the TV show, anyone who hired me on freelance, and those people know what they did for me to get to this point, and it means a lot. This is a thank you to my parents. There's so many ways I could put it, but they encouraged me and supported me to explore and be who I wanted to be and take this camera around the world and show it through my eyes. I've been saying path and create your own path, and that is what I'm doing, and that is what I think everyone is doing in life. They're creating their own path and creating their own way. I am now starting Path, which is a t-shirt hat company, but I think it's gonna be more than that. Follow along, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy the content, but there's gonna be so much more. And thank you again to everyone who led me to this spot here in Colorado.